Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel today. If you enjoyed this review, please drop a like and please subscribe down below. I appreciate all support from everybody. I apologize if my audio is a little scratchy. I am readjusting my microphone setting and stuff like that. So, into the box, we have Supreme on the side. By the title, you can see we have a Nike Supreme collaboration this year. Supreme, Nike up top, around to the label, Nike Air Max 1 1987 SP, Varsity Purple white is the colorway. Retail is not posted on the side. These are a little high for an Air Max at $170 US and men's size 13. You have a Nike Supreme multi-printed paper on the inside. And this particular pair released on a Thursday, I believe it was March 20th of this year, 2025, for $170 US. And Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard is Supreme's release dates, in case you did not know. So this is what we are looking at today. Real quick, I just want to show you the little things that are hanging off the shoe that come with it. We have a Nike Air Supreme hang tag. This is a plastic material with some translucent plastic on it, as you can see through the Supreme, the Nike, and the Air. And then you have an extra pair of laces, kind of like the Air Force Ones. They give you a Supreme multi-printed title going along the laces. It's a flat braided lace, standard lace, but with the Supreme printed all over. And we'll bring up this sneaker today so this stuff is not hanging in the way so you can see all the details. I think this was the best colorway out of the ones released. You did have a black pair, a yellow, and I believe a white, I believe it was. I think it was actually just black and yellow and purple. I think there was a white pair though. I'll leave all the photo up of the colors that released for this. You have a all leather upper with a little bit of reptile skin going across the swoosh in leather as well. So nice flat purple leather going across in that Varsity Purple. It feels really nice to the touch. It is a quality leather. I would recommend picking these up if you're an Air Max collector. We have the swoosh right there that looks like kind of like a reptile scale going across. It is a nice texture to the touch. Feels good. Quality is nice. On the back, if you're probably eyeing that, is a stitching embroidery of world famous Supreme on the bottom right there. So it's a nice little touch on here, and I really like this because Supreme could have went crazy, and it's a very simple mashup. Nice colorway, hints to the brand and the titles and their slogan, but not overdone. So that's just me. I really like it. White painted midsole, purple airbag unit on the inside. Your outsole is a classic Nike Air Max in that Varsity Purple as well. Looking at the toe box, you have an embroidered swoosh right there in the white. No perforation, but we do have 1994. Supreme founding date on the bottom right there below the eyelets. You have a lace dubray with Supreme on it right there in a nickel plated color. There is your medial side with the same color blocking and details on the swoosh as the lateral. Purple inlaid eyelets up top. No real eyelets going around the leather on the rest of the shoe. Purple standard flat braided lace in the shoe standard. Leather tongue all the way up from the bottom to the top. You have a nylon tag with Nike, Air Max, and Supreme underneath in their red and white colors. And your insole, once again, red and white Supreme colors with the Nike Air and Supreme underneath your heel. Purple lining, that is a nice cloth fabric. So overall, I would recommend, once again, picking these up. And real quick, just so you guys can see, the details are the same. Embroidered swoosh, reptile skin, world famous on the back with Supreme. Same hints on the tongue and the outsole inside the other shoe. Overall, I would recommend picking these up. I know 170 is a little high for an Air Max, especially with the shipping from Supreme being 180. I live in Oregon currently, so for me right now, there is no sales tax. Being from New York, I know how high sales tax could be. So with these, they could have been like 194 with sales tax, maybe even more than that, 198. So it's going to be a little brutal depending where you live. 180 for me was still a little high, but I think it was a pretty reasonable pickup. Solid colorway. This was my favorite out of the pairs. Let me know down below which pair you like the most in terms of the color. Did you pick these up at all? I'll try to answer back to everybody, get some conversation going in the comments. I thank you guys for sticking around today and watching this video. I have more stuff coming shortly, and I hope everybody has a great day. Alright,